Hello there. Are you ready for your horror medication?
This horror story is called Brother. Suzanne had two brothers. One was older than her, the other was younger, and she also had a younger sister. Her three siblings had nothing to do with her because she was a poisonous bigot. Her four children got used to her hysterical behaviour, which Suzanne picked up from her hysterical mother. Yet her mother had a reason to be childlike due to an air blockage to the brain during her birth, which prevented the empathy side of the brain to develop. One of the negatives of home births all those years ago. Suzanne was a twisted and bitter woman. This manifested itself into Crohn's disease, where years before she had to have a large section of her intestines removed. Suzanne was actually in a great position to heal family feuds. She was closest to her mother. Not only her mother's favourite child, but she actually lived 3 minutes away. Suzanne, if she was intelligent, could stem the ongoing flow of gossip. Instead, her ignorance enabled her to swim deep in negative consistency. On the last days of Suzanne's mother dying, she had a private discussion with her chubby husband not to let her younger brother know about his mother. You see, Suzanne and her chubby husband were fearful of young brother because he spoke his mind and said how things really are, which actually made Suzanne and her husband uncomfortable. They dared to demonstrate in front of other family members, trying to get in touch with younger brother by not really dialing his real mobile number. Oh, if only the other family members knew what was going on, they would have easily got his contact number online. If you typed his name in the search engine, his details were at the top of the internet list. I think it's fair to say at this point in my little tale that most people fall out with their families and friends and they have the intelligence to sit down and talk about it or try and communicate anyway, but Suzanne and her husband weren't intelligent. So their mother laid in hospital for 4 days dying, and eventually, as expected, she did die of the aggressive cancer. Young brother was at work, and at 4 p.m. on the following Friday, 24 hours after his mother's burial, a telephone call came from a stranger. This stranger actually knew younger brother's sister, but stranger didn't know there was a connection with younger brother. He mentioned a funeral he went to the day before, which happened to be younger brother's own mother. The stranger had no idea. He just told someone their mother died and was buried. Brother told his wife when she returned from an extended vacation that his mother died and no one told him. Wife said, "I think that's one of the nastiest things I've ever heard." Brother didn't bother confronting his sister Suzanne because he knew he would only get lies down the telephone line. However, he got the message to Suzanne that there will be consequences. Years passed and younger brother planned with such forensic detail, not rushed over time, and now he had his moment. At the beginning he sought advice. He did the right thing and discussed with lawyers and crime experts if he could do anything legal to ensure his sister took responsibility for not informing him his mother was dying and eventually died. Remember, they had 4 days to get in touch with younger brother. And in this day and age, you can get hold of anyone in the world if you really wanted to. There's no excuse. And what they did, taking that opportunity away from someone, is irreversible. It was time to serve that sweet dish of revenge. Brother imagined his older sister attending a family celebration, once drugged and then unable to stay awake. Young brother's builder friends assisted with a hydraulic crane, placing Twisted Sister gently on top of a large erect metal pole, anus entrance, then carefully body lowered so the metal pole exited her mouth. She would be alive when waking up from her deep sleep state. She would stay there until death. The icing on the cake would be chubby husband reenacting the gluttony scene from the film Seven, force-fed cans of beans until his stomach ruptured. Younger brother had everything ready, then the obvious, more effective and longer-term punishment came to mind. And you've just been a part of that by listening to his story. The power of words is not only therapeutic for younger brother, but his experience now presented by yours truly ensures that the world and everyone in it now knows about what Suzanne didn't do. I'm Bleeding Critic, and I hope you enjoyed that slice of horror medication. Overdose on it, retweet it, and let everyone know. Explore my website at bleedingfilms.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you very soon.